Jennifer, you gave the Monash oration today. Very interesting speech, including where you double down, you reiterate that failing to decarbonise is going to be the single biggest drag on our ability to compete in the world. Do you regret that the business community hasn't been quicker to the mark on this?
No, I think the business community has been really quick. The business community's been acting. Companies have been committing to net zero. They've been changing their processes, the point I make in my speech today. BHP, Rio, Fortescue, have all been actually doing things to reduce their carbon emissions, getting into new processes, getting into new technologies. I think where we wanted to get was to get a policy position and a policy framework, having done 2 years of work, to make sure that we can actually get something that we know is written by business, written for business, can be delivered by business, that can actually get done. And I think business has been leading on this more so probably than governments have, to be perfectly honest. And now is the time for, in terms of our plan, where we say we've got to actually get the target between what business is doing.
But if you because you've copped, the BCA and others have copped flack for now committing to this ambitious target, but 3 years ago was critical of 45%. I guess that's the critique.
Yeah, but I think a lot has changed since then, and I've gone through that. But just to kind of reiterate, the United States had pulled out of Paris. Companies, which we were talking to, were very concerned about that target. Now, of course, in those last 3 years, they've really got that momentum. We didn't have a technology roadmap. Renewables have really taken off. Other countries have committed to lower their emissions, and that really is a big impact on us, because what we have to do lines up with the rest of the world. So I think I understand the criticism, but I don't accept it, because I think the evidence has changed, the facts have changed, and I think we did 2 years of work about what could you actually do. But I do think things are very, very different since 2018, 2019.
Now, in the oration today, the speech, you also, I was very interested to see that in the lead up to the election, your challenge is, how do we start thinking about shaping the future, thinking about what Australians want and what they need? What's the answer to that? It's a broad question, but what's your view?
Yeah. Well, I think they want a sense of inspiration about the things that we can do, and they want a sense of trust and confidence that we're actually going to get things done. So I think they're looking for that vision about the new industries, the new jobs. I think they want to see that climate change and decarbonisation agenda expressed in a positive way, because when I talk to communities, and you and I have been talking to communities for many years, they all see it as an opportunity, and they want to know how we're going to do it. And they want to see a plan for skills. They want to know that their kids are going to be able to get good jobs. They want to see a plan for growth. They want to see that we're going to continue to give people the right services. And I think, as I say in the end of my speech, they want the country to get open again. And I think they want to be able to travel around their country freely. They want to be able to get, their jobs back, and they want to see the country getting going again. And I think we've got to tap into both those short-term perspectives that people have, but when I talk to people in the community, they want that vision for the country, about the sort of country you could be, that what I call, that innovative, modern, advanced economy that's giving, different sort of jobs, new jobs, keeping some of the jobs we've got, strengthening our existing industries, but getting into those new areas I talk about in my speech, defence industry, space, going up the value chain in agriculture, and seizing the opportunities that the world is really giving us. And I think what Australians want more than anything, Kieran, is a sense of hope, a sense of vision, and a sense that we've got the way of getting things done. They want to see things happening.
Jennifer Westacott, great to chat as always.